there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we are talking Carlos King versus SoGucci. So anything I say is alleged in my very personal opinion. None of this is personal. This is for entertainment purposes only. I cannot stress enough, this is not personal. Also, shout out to you guys. Shout out to all of my subscribers. Shout out to all of you guys who continue to come back to my channel, who continue to come back to my platform. Because we hit 19K today. We hit 19,000 subscribers. I think I also have over 8 million views. You guys are incredible. You guys are amazing. I do all this for you because this is not my day job. I'm literally sneaking in this video in between a meeting, in between some work and some other stuff. But because of you guys, I will do it. I will continue to do this for as long as you guys will have me and as long as you guys will support me. I've got some content coming on my my other channel as well, because there's like a lot of other drama going on. And then also I'm going to be back to updating some of my other social media platforms on a regular basis. So please stay tuned for that. And then I should have another announcement in the next couple of days or so. So stay tuned for that. So a couple of things I wanted to talk to. So in a surprise on her birthday, SoGucci appeared on fellow content creator Millichun's YouTube today. So shout out to her if you have not checked it out. She did a Hot Topics interview with SoGucci. So I saw as much of it as I could before I had to go back to work. But I did watch the parts about Carlos King and her history with Selena and everything else. So I just wanted to quickly go over that. Shout out to Millichun. Shout out to the subscribers, the content creators that had some really good interview questions for Millichun to say as well and ask SoGucci right there on the spot. She also had some receipts as well of the no contact order. Also had a receipt of the screenshot of when Latrice had posted on her platform what appeared to be now Selena's daughter's baby shower that we of course know now was going to be filming for the show. And SoGucci confirmed that that was like about a couple of weeks into filming. So to lay everything out, prior to the interview beginning, Millichun played the moment that shook the world, the moment that had Carlos King either private the video or delete it altogether. I don't know, but as of now, it's still not going to see the light of day for a variety of reasons, I'm sure. But nonetheless, she replayed the clip in which SoGucci said that she felt unprotected, in which Carlos King subsequently, cut her off after and all of that. And we got right into it. And so SoGucci wanted to start off by saying that she wanted to not start at the middle or at the end of everything, but wanted to kind of start from the beginning and kind of wanted to put into context everything that pertains to Selena, wanted to revisit their fight and what happened and what the cameras did and didn't show and all that good stuff, and wanted to basically show, okay, and explain this is what led to the fight. She did say, however, she regrets it. She regrets her actions. She was upset because, of course, Sanjay is there and she's upset because she doesn't want to, she knows one day that these clips are going to be going around when her kids and grandkids are, old enough and are going to ask her questions about this. And she wants to be the bigger person, wants to be the mature person and say, hey, I take accountability for this. This is X, Y, and Z and why this happened and all of that good stuff. So she did admit, SoGucci did admit that the no contact order that expired in October, she did admit that was one of the motives of her trying to keep Selena off the show. BOUT Collective was a motive for her moving forward with the no contact order and pressing charges. She was hoping that, the more severe of things, and with there being charges and everything else, that was going to prevent Selena from being on the show in the future. However, When it comes to reality TV, they're always looking for any type of loophole to secretly film people, to secretly do stuff. Remember, for Love and Marriage Huntsville, Mel and Mama Van didn't know that Maurice and Marceau's brother was going to be on the show and was going to be talking greasy about whatever alleged history him and Mama Van did or didn't have, and it was a complete blindside. Whereas Carlos King, remember, said in an earlier interview before he became a YouTuber, before he became a content creator, said that, you know, casting, you know, if there's new people, he wanted to run it by the main cast first. And if the main cast agreed, they would have that person on the show. But this was like a sneak attack. And I think that's kind of how SoGucci kind of feels this as well. You know, because she said essentially when she discovered Latrice's post on her social media that basically showed, it looked like they were filming the baby shower. SoGucci said at that point that they were a couple weeks into filming of the new season. And so, nonetheless, there was, of course, a lot of questions about Carlos King, about the viral moment that shook everybody, about SoGucci saying she didn't feel protected. She felt as though, you know, so a former producer that worked on the show, like, just felt that they were trying to encourage her to have conversations and discussions that she did not want to have at the time. And SoGucci said, you know, listen, she said she did not want to disrespect, you know, Carlos King. She didn't want to disrespect her boss or disrespect his business, but basically said that, you know, she's been trying to find a way to get this out. It has been something on her mind for a while, which also tells me that there are other potential things that are also going on behind the scenes that SoGucci is not happy with. And I presume other Bells are not happy with as well. And I presume other reality stars that are working on a Carlos King or have worked on a Carlos King production are not happy with as well. And basically said, you know, her daughter saw her face and saw basically, you know, once Carlos King cut her off and saw that when SoGucci was trying to like smile through it all, that she was like smiling through the pain, she said that her daughter immediately knew that SoGucci was hurt. SoGucci felt a certain sort of way, and that was that. But she said it's not normal to be on a show, you know, with your husband's ex. And it's also not normal to be filming or be still on a show after you divorce your ex as well. You know, like on Love and Marriage Huntsville. But nonetheless, some of these shows, they want to try to have it the messier, the better. But it could be a very enhanced, stressful situation compared to, you know, other reality shows, because if there's tension there, if there's issues there, that's going to be heightened, of course, with the cameras and everything else. So nonetheless, she doesn't feel that that's normal, but she felt as though she probably could have said and voiced her concerns sooner. Like I said, she had been praying about it. She said that had, you know, the cameras not been there, perhaps maybe the interaction with Selena would have been different. But she also feels that Selena should take accountability for herself as well. And wanted to know whether or not, you know, if she knew that Selena was going to be on the show. And it sounds like, still it didn't really sound like SoGucci was in the know, per her answers, and also per what Aikisha said a few weeks back when she was on Mr. Mondays. Also, you know, Millichun had made the comment that although Carlos King, this is his production, and obviously he has other production people that are on set for when these shows are filming scenes and everything else. And however, if you want to, you know, bring on new cast members or bring on different people on the show to film or whatever else, like, no, you're not obligated to contact anybody. However, when you're talking legal ramifications, when you're talking about there being a protective order in place so that you are not in contact with said person, that should be something that's going to be communicated to somebody, that should be like, hey, Selena's going to be filming Bell Collective. I understand there's a protective order. It expires, da-da-da-da-da. We'll make sure that you guys are not in any scenes together. We'll make sure, you know, all this and that nothing's going to be in violation. But unfortunately, like I said, reality TV, they don't always lead with, hey, let's do the right thing, let's do what makes sense. They always like to find what is going to go viral, what is going to get the most clicks and views, what are the people going to talk about, right? And so then the question was asked if Carlos King said anything at the end of that interview. So remember, I told you guys in a previous video, when I tried to rewind back, because I was going to rewind back and screen record SoGucci's comments about not feeling protected, my screen went black. It said, this video is private, and I quickly took a screen grab of that because I had a feeling I was never seeing that video again, you guys. And it's been a few days, and we still have not seen that video again. But basically, SoGucci said at the conclusion of that, there was no like final anything. It was just an awkward moment of silence, and Carlos King quickly X'd out, and it was deuces, you guys. And also she said that she has not heard from Carlos King. She has not spoken to Carlos King. He has not called, or anybody from his protection team has not called SoGucci to tell her that that she shouldn't have said anything, or she hasn't been reprimanded up until this point about those comments. And she also talked to her husband about this as well. And JJ basically said, listen, you said enough. You said enough, because basically when Carlos King's tone changed and he cut you off and he went on about, his own little rant, he was like, that set the tone. I think he got the message of basically what you were trying to say. So nonetheless, and then the other side of it too was, I think SoGucci, realized as well that she didn't want to come off as, stereotypical black woman or coming off as angry or all that, but she said she wanted to have her real, conversation and have her real feelings come out and all the things. And so, she also feels that no show is going to come more important than her family. And she said she's not going to sell out her family for reality TV. And if it comes to a point where she feels like there needs to be, a decision here, or she needs to say something to take a stand for something, that is why she finally had spoken out. But, also alluded to, which we know that production can influence different things and influence different storylines and outcomes and all that stuff. But nonetheless, the other question that was asked before I conclude here is if SoGucci is worried that Carlos King is going to retaliate in some capacity, if he is going to fire her after the season, because as you know, they already filmed the season, they already filmed the reunion, or will the edit of her change, or will something change in the future for voicing her opinions, for being yet another cast member, either past or present, with similar sentiments about the Carlos King production environment. And so SoGucci said the thought crossed her mind, that there might be ramifications, there might be penalties and things, but as of now, she doesn't know, what the future state of her job is, because everything at this point has already been filmed, so she won't know anything really until she sees the rest of the episodes play out, as well as if she hears anything after the reunion and whether or not the show gets renewed and all of that good stuff. So that was what I wanted to quickly come on here and tell you guys as I run to another meeting that I'm a little bit late to. But please, thank you guys so much again for getting me the 19,000. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. You guys are amazing. You guys are incredible. And please let me know what you guys think in the comments about SoGucci being on Millichun's page for a interview today, and it was also SoGucci's birthday. Please check out Millichun's interview. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.